Yesterday, we started with chapter 10, lesson 1. We talked that we have to learn how to find the area of parallelograms and triangles. And we said that the area of the rectangle is a product of base times the height. And since if you move this triangle, if you cut a triangle from the rectangle and you move it to the other side, you will make a parallelogram. Because of that, the area of rectangle is as the same as the area of parallelogram, which is the product of the base times the height, b times h. And we said also that if I want to consider that this is my base, and altitude is a line segment that must be perpendicular to the line of the base. This height of the altitude times the height of the base, times the length of the base, by that we can find the area of parallelogram. Now, today we are talking about how can we find the area of triangle. Now, if you have this parallelogram here, and you cut this parallelogram into two equal sides, what did you get? What did you get? Here you have a parallelogram. If you bring a line segment and you cut this parallelogram into two equal half, what you will have? We will have a triangle. As you see here in this picture here, we have a parallelogram. If you cut this parallelogram into two equal halves, you have a triangle. So the area, because of that, the area of a triangle is half the area of parallelogram. And we know before that the area of parallelogram as we said yesterday, it is b times h. And since if we have this line segment that cuts the parallelogram into two equal halves, what we will have? We will have a triangle. So the area, since that the triangle is half the parallelogram, so the area of triangle is half the area of the parallelogram, which is equal half, and the area of parallelogram is b times h. So because of that, the area of the triangle is half bh. Why half bh? I will repeat. The parallelogram, as you see here, if you have this parallelogram, if you cut it by a line into two equal halves, what you will get? What is the name of each half? You will have a triangle. Because of that, the triangle here, it's half of the parallelogram. And the area, so because of that, the area of the triangle is half the area of the parallelogram. So the area of parallelogram is b times h. So half b times h is the area of the triangle. So from the theorem 10.3, the area of a triangle is half the product of a base and the corresponding height. Now, a base of a triangle can be any of its sides. The corresponding height is the length of the altitude to the line containing that base. That means if I have this triangle as an example, and here is, I consider that this is my base. So that means if this is my base, this is my height. Why? Because I told you it is as the same as parallelogram. And we said yesterday, I must check, or I must have a segment that's perpendicular on the base. If I consider this one is the, oh, I mean the pink one is my base, so the height of the altitude is perpendicular on the height. If you have this triangle, so this is the base, and the other leg, it will be the height. If you have like this one as an example, this is my base, and there's a line that is perpendicular on it, it will be my height. So like that, I can find the area, which is half b times h. No, sorry, I think here, for this one, I must draw a line like this. And here is the, sorry, I'm sorry, here is the height. This is the base, and here is the height of the triangle. By that, I will say now that it is half b h. Here is h, and here is the base, and here is the base, and here is the height. Sometimes, if you want to take this leg as a base, you can, but you will say that this is my height, or this is an altitude, which is a red segment that is perpendicular on the base. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, teacher, thank you.
Yes, teacher.
Now, let's do some exercises. I will start with got it, then I will go to problem 3 because I see that the got it is easier. Now, what is the area of the triangle? Look at this triangle here. In this triangle, the length of this side is 1 feet, and this one is 5 inch, and this one is 1 feet 1 inch. I want now to find the area of the triangle. Now, we say that the area of the triangle is half the base times the height. Then, after that, I will see now where's my base.
1 feet.
This is my base. And this is my altitude that is perpendicular on the base. So, the base here is 1, so half.
Can I say that the base is 5 inch and the height is 1
Yes,
feet?
yes, also because this is my base and this is perpendicular on it. So
Because
this is 1 feet.
height does not matter.
So this we have 1 feet and 5 inch. And all of us know that if you have a different unit, you cannot multiply them. You have to convert the inch to be as feet or to the feet to be as inches. Let's now convert the feet to be in inches. Now, how can we
inches?
It's
how
5
can
feet
we
and
convert
inches.
1 feet? Here it is 5 inches and the base is 1 feet. How can we convert the feet to inches?
Each 1 foot is
By
12
multiplying
inches.
by what?
12.
12.
12.
Each. Because why? Because as we know before, each 12 inches equal 1 feet. So if you have 1 inches, it's equal, if you have 1 feet, it's equal 12 inches. So the 1 feet here, I can rewrite it now as 12 inches. I will repeat why I did do this step, because I must have the same unit in the area. I cannot multiply them with different units. One is feet and the other is in inch. So I can convert the inch to be as feet or the feet to be as inch. Then 12 times 5 inches times half. That's equal 30 inch squared. This is the area of the triangle. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let's do this one. Now back to the problem 3. In the problem 3 here, we have also a triangle. And in this triangle, as you see here, we have this base and the given height here. Now, he told me that the base is 13 feet 4 inches. And the height here is 12 feet 2 inches. Now, I want now to find the area of the triangle. So the area of the triangle is half the base times the height. This is the area of the triangle as we know before. Now where's the base? It is 13 feet 4 inches. And where's the altitude that is perpendicular on the base? It is 12 feet 2 inches. Now, before we multiply them, can we multiply them if we have different units?
No.
We need to
We
convert.
convert it.
So we need to convert it. So 12 feet 2 inches. It's 12 feet plus 2 inches. Now let's write the feet in inches. We said that every 1 feet is 12 inches. So if you have 12 feet, how many inches we have?
144.
12 times 12, which is 144 inches, plus 2 inches. So 12 feet 2 inches is equal to 146 inches. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, so the first one, here I have that the base here, or sorry, the height here is 146 inches, which is 12 feet 2 inches. Now, let's convert the 13 feet 4 inches. We have to do the same steps now. By the way, these type of questions, how to make them in 1 unit, 13 feet 2 inches, 100 meter 4 centimeter, and so on. These questions, it comes in set 1. Sometimes also they asked you, like if the father, the age of the father, like it's 36 years 4 months, and his son is 20 years 8 months. What is the difference between their age? You have to convert the age of the father and the age of the brother of the son into months. Then you subtract them. Then you will you will say what is the difference between them. These type of questions. It comes in set 1. Now back here. So here I have now 12 feet and also 13 feet. 13 feet 4 inches. As I said, it's a plus. So 13 times 12 plus 4. 12 times 12 is 144 plus 12 is 156 plus 4, which is 160 inches. So here, 13 feet 4 inches is 13 times 12 plus 4, which is 160. So here the base is 160 inch. Then after that, since we have now the same unit, we can find the area of the triangle. So the area now of the triangle is half 160 times 146. Let's multiply 160. Oh, first, let's simplify it by 80. So 80 times 146. Let's do it by calculator now. The answer is 1,000 or 11,000, sorry, 680 inch squared. Now this is now the area in inches squared. Now after that, since the question is with feet inches, I have to write it back to be as inches and feet. And I mean, you have to write how many feet with how many inches. How can we convert now an inches to feet? Shall I multiply by 12 or divide by 12?
Divide by 12.
Divide by 12. So now let's divide 11,680 by 12. Now, after you divide it, you will find that, wait please, it is 973. Wait, 97. So the first step, you have to divide 11,680 by 12. You will find in calculator it is 973 point something. So what we have to do, we have to multiply. So the answer in the calculator is like this. So what you have to do, you have to multiply 973 by 12. You will get the number. Then minus 2. Sorry. No. 973. You will multiply it by 12. So you will have 11,776 minus 11,680. You will have 4. That's mean the remainder here is 4. Did you understand?
Yes.
Teacher, can you repeat?
Okay. Now I want. Okay, I will. Where's the? Give me 1 minute, please. Here now you have 11,680 inches squared. I have to write it in feet and inches. So what you have to do now? It is in feet and inches. You have to tell me the answer. The first step, you will have divide. Give me 1 minute, please. So now here we have 11,680 inches squared. I have to convert it to be as feet and inches. Now, in the previous one here, we convert, they deleted, okay. We convert the, how can we write the 13 feet, 4 inches in inches? We just multiply 13 by 12, then plus 4. By these steps, you have to convert to inches. And the second one, you multiply 12 by 12 plus 2, and we say that which is 146. Because if I want to convert from feet to inches, from a big to small, you have to multiply. Here now, the answer that I have is 11,680 inches squared. And if you want to convert now from inches to feet, you have to divide by 12. If you want now to convert from inches squared to feet squared, if you want now from inch squared to feet squared, you have to divide by 12 squared. Because it's what? It is a squared of unit. Oh, I mean, inch squared or feet squared. So if you want to convert from inch to feet, you have to divide by 12. But from inch squared to feet squared, you have to divide by 12 squared. So come back now to my number here. In this number here, you have 11,680. I want now to convert it to be as feet squared, inch squared. What I have to do, I have to divide by 12 squared or 144. Now let's do it by calculator. If you divide this number by 144, you will get on the calculator 81.1111. How can I write it here in feet and inches? The first step you have, I mean that I write it as a number with its remainder. The first step, take 81, multiply it by 144, because this number I get it from 11680 over 144. If you divide 11,680 by 144, you will get 81.1111, etc. Take now 81. This 81, I want you now to multiply it by 144. You will say 81 times 144. The answer is 11,664. So the first step, this number, which is 81, write it here as 81 feet squared. And I want to find now the remainder. Now, do you have this number? 11,664. Subtract this number now from the big one. You will say
It's 16.
And the answer is, if you subtract them, the answer is 16. This 16 is the remainder of dividing 11,680 by 144. This 16, you will write it here. So by that, the answer of the area of the triangle is 81 feet squared, 16 inches squared.
Teacher, but since that 1 foot is equal to 12 inches, and this is 16 inches, can I write it as 82 feet squared plus 4 inches? Or 4 inches?
Now this, and I mean, wait please. 81 times 100. No, you will, if you multiply, you make it as 82. I tried now on calculator. 82 by 144, you will get 11,808. So it's greater than 11,680. You have to divide by
No, but I mean, it's
144.
going to be 82 feet squared and 4 inches squared because it's 16 inches, so that is 1 foot and 4 inches. In the final answer, not in the solving process.
Okay, but I mean that if you make it as 82, you're going to write it as 82.
I
Sorry,
can't make it as.
Sorry, Raghat, but can you give me 1 minute?
Yeah, sure.
Please, after I come back, just multiply 82 by 144. You want to, I understood you. You want to write as 82 plus 4 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I want you now to multiply 82 by 144 plus 4. Did you get the same answer? Yeah, I come back. Yes, Raghat.
Yes, I multiplied it and I got 11,812. But in the first place, I can't multiply by 82 because when you solve, you don't get 82, you get 81. But in the
Yes.
final answer, you can write 82.
I told you, okay, but is 82 feet squared plus 4 inch squared is as the same as 11,680? Or no, it's greater than it. So it's not equal to it.
Okay.
If it is here 145, which is greater than 144, you will divide by it. You can simplify it. But 16, it's less than 144. Here you have to divide by inch squared.
Okay.
Is it clear now?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Yes, Rose.
Why are we doing this like 81 feet squared?
Because here the unit, he asked me how many square feet of material do you need? He asked me about how many square feet, not how many square inches. I found the answer as 11,680 inches squared. But he asked me about feet squared, so I have to convert it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let us
Can't you leave it as 81.11 feet squared? Do we need to need to convert it to the remainder to inches squared?
Yeah.
Sorry, Susan, can you repeat?
Can I just leave it as 81.11 feet squared? Do I really need to convert it to inches squared, the remainder?
And according to me, no, but yeah, you can't keep it like this. But sometimes if you have a multiple choice in SAT, you have to, I must know how to convert it to inch plus feet squared. In my exam, if you write it as 81.1 feet squared, it is okay. But if it is multiple choice or in SAT, and I ask you to write it as inch with feet squared, you have to convert it. Okay. Susan, hello.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome. Now look at this question here. In this question, as we took in grade 6 or 7, we have a combination of two shapes or sometimes 3 or more shapes. Look at this one here. We have a triangle plus square. And I want now to find the area of this shape. And the first one, here we have, as we said, here we have, give me 1 minute please, this one and this one. So the area of this shape is the area of the first shape plus the area of the second shape. The first shape, is it a square? Is it right? Because here we have 8.
Yeah, because we
And
have
the
4.
second one is 8. All of the sides are equal. So it is 8 squared plus. Look at now the triangle here. In this triangle, since now here is 8, I want to clear these numbers here. Now, since now, here is 8, so the height here, it will be 8. And here also, it will be 8. So, now I need now to find the area of the triangle. So I need the height, which is 8. And also, I need the length of the base. Now, this side is what? What is the length of this side? It is 14. It is given. Okay? And from here to here, it is 8.
So it's 6.
Because it is parallel.
6.
So what is the area, the length of the base?
6.
It is 6. So half 6 times 8. 6 times 8 is 48. Oh, okay, can simplify it. It is 24 plus 64. 4 plus 4 is 8. 6 plus 2 is 8. So the answer is 88 centimeter squared. Is it clear?
Yes.
Now look at this one here. A right isosceles triangle have an area of 98 centimeter squared. Find the length of each leg. Here now we have a right triangle, and this right is an isosceles. That means these two sides are equal. The area of this triangle is 98 squared. He asked me now to find the length of each leg. For this triangle here, if is it this one is x and it is isosceles, so the length of the second leg is also x. Then, so because of that, what is the area of the triangle? It is half the base times the height. What is the base of this triangle?
It's x.
It is x. And the height?
It's also x.
Also
So
x.
it's gonna be half x squared.
So because of that, I will say now 98 is half x squared. Then you multiply both of the terms by 2. You will get 196 equal x squared. So x by square root, x will be positive, negative 14. What is the unit? Centimeter. Now, can a dimension of the triangle or the length or any dimension be negative?
No, so it's
No.
only positive.
So the length of each leg is 14 centimeter. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many minutes are left now? We have 6 minutes left. Please, I will stop recording now. Rejoin the class. Okay, we have 6 minutes left.